A leaked 15-page dossier has produced by the multinational Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance reportedly concludes China lied about the initial coronavirus outbreak and silenced those who tried to raise the alarm and tell the truth. Last night, President Trump reiterated his belief that Beijing failed to stop the pandemic.
It came from China. It should have been stopped. It could have been stopped on the spot. They chose not to do it, or something happened. Either there was incompetence or they didn't do it for some reason. And we're going to have to find out what that reason was.
China is hitting back, releasing this animated video mocking the U.S. response to COVID-19.
We discovered a new virus.
So what?
It's dangerous.
It's only a flu.
Wear a mask.
Don't wear a mask.
Stay at home.
It's violating human rights.
We wore masks.
You lied to us.
We made our data public.
You kept everything secret.
Your people are now dying.
You didn't warn us.
We said it was dangerous.
You lied.
Joining me now, Cheng, Senior Research Fellow at the Heritage Foundation. So they're going to put some propaganda against us and I guess try to be funny, China.
Well, it's a little more subtle than some of the messaging they've had in the past, but yes, the Chinese are involved in a global public opinion campaign to make it very clear the problem isn't China.
How damaging is the public opinion campaign against China, though? Because all we need are the facts, and we have them, and we're gathering more of them about not only were they potentially complicit from the beginning in terms of not getting information out, but maybe putting false information out on purpose and vacuuming up protective equipment all over the world to benefit themselves.
Well, this is the issue. The Chinese are already thinking about what is the world going to look like post-COVID-19. In many ways, the same way Warren Buffett is thinking about it economically, they're thinking politically. They want to make sure that China's position in a variety of supply chains is still going to continue. They want to make sure that people want to buy Chinese goods. They want to increase China's political position, and that can only occur by, to some extent, by taking down the United States.
Dean, I want to get your opinion on something that the president mentioned at our Fox News town hall last night. Here's the president on whether he will use tariffs on China and Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin on the recently signed trade deal. Let's watch together.
It's the ultimate punishment. I will tell you that. I don't like to tell you because, we're all playing a very complicated game of chess or poker. Name whatever you want to name. But it's not checkers, that I can tell you.
I have every reason to expect that they honor this agreement, and if they don't, there would be very significant consequences in the relationship and in the global economy as to how people would do business with them.
Dean, what's your reaction to that?
Well, I certainly hope that the Chinese will live up to their agreements. Their track record on that is very spotty. One of the interesting things to think about here is that even before COVID-19, China was having some real serious food problems. And of course, we're one of the world's largest exporters of food, and that was a big part of phase one, was China was going to buy a lot more in the way of food. With all of this going on, I don't think China wants to now start experiencing food shortages on top of a disease problem.
Yeah. What's life like in China right now with this pandemic? What are you learning about what's going on the ground?
What we are seeing, as I said, is a multifaceted propaganda campaign. We see Chinese censorship on a scale that is even tighter than it was before. But we're also seeing gaps. We have Dr. Li Wenlian and others coming out, being very courageous and trying to tell the world.
Well, all right. Well, you say they're thinking about post-COVID-19. Aren't we all thinking about that? We'll see if we can do some decoupling with China, I would imagine, because I inherently hear you saying that too. Let's not run all those pharmaceutical and other, supply chains through there. Good to see you. Dean Cheng on the program today. Thank you.